I am not.
I thought it was Rico's blitz. I'm sorry.
No, this is
Totally got that backwards.
Nope, try again. We're approaching the draft, and CBS has put out a list of the critical questions leading up to the draft. They had their experts answer. I want your guys' take on all of these things because these are the major
Won't be
storylines.
able to sleep if I don't get the answers to these.
That is correct.
All right, go ahead.
Let's start something real easy that everybody's been talking about ad nauseum, so I just want to get it out of the way. How do you project Travis Hunter being used in the NFL?
Corner, alone. He's not a wide receiver. College, he got to play loose, run one route, use his athleticism against kids that are going to be working at right ed. I just think he's a corner. I don't think he's a wideout. Rico, you can feel free to slap me down.
No, I think primarily corner, special teams like kickoff, punt, return type of things. And they will allow him maybe 5 offensive plays, like trick plays, that type of thing. But other than that, his main job is corner. Side hustle is everything else.
The follow-up to that being, do you expect him to be a master of all trades? Does that hurt his ability to be a jack of one trade?
No.
I don't. I'm not saying he's going to be Dion, but a lot like how they used Dion back in the day. Dion was a corner.
Did you just say he's going to be Dion?
Okay. Who moonlighted, did some offensive plays, did kickoff, punt return, that type of thing.
Well, hey, listen, he got his number retired before Dion did. Glad I wasn't here for that show.
You know,
I would have lost it.
He won a Heisman, so I'm okay with him getting the number retired. You went out, that's special. Now his son, Shador.
Okay, just keep.
The next question on the list:
Joel Klatt had better numbers.
Okay,
we'll just keep this thing rolling. Who is the safest prospect in this draft? The experts here said are kind of split between Travis Hunter and Ashton Genty.
Abdul Carter. The guy played in the playoff with one arm and dominated. The guy has just learned how to play the edge position and played roughly 12 games, and he looks every bit of Micah Parsons. Abdul Carter, to me, even if he just was a guy, go get the quarterback and kill everyone. I'd say him, and I'll never predict running back success because it's schematic. I think Mason Graham's incredibly safe. High motor, high performance. He's got hands like Aaron Donald. Those would be my two, brother. Go ahead. Feel free.
No, for me, it is Abdul Carter, only because he is at the top of the defensive line and all in the defense. He is that guy. Everybody else is kind of thrown into a pot of, okay, depends on who you like. Quarterback, Cam is going to go one, but it's quarterback, so you don't know.
Not safe.
But the safest, probably Abdul Carter and maybe Travis Hunter, because at least I know what I'm getting at cornerback.
So talking about names that people would know, who has the biggest red flag? They're saying either James Pierce and Colston Loveland makes their list.
Why does Loveland make the list?
And Isaiah Bond. Loveland, it says he averaged just 6.8 missed tackles forced per reception in college, which is crazy low for a locked-in first-round tight end prospect.
Yeah, also had Gumby throwing him the ball. They had no quarterback play. Loveland's a really nice player. God, why am I saying nice things about Wolverines? Aren't I just a Sparty Kremlin incel?
All right. You pretty much are. You hate Michigan State. You love Michigan.
Yeah, go blue. All right. Here's my thing. The James Pierce thing is inescapable to me. The things that came out of Tennessee at the Combine about Pierce, Rico, how do I work around that?
Yeah.
Uncoachable, no effort, arrogant. The teammates knew he didn't want to be there. I don't know. It would probably be Pierce.
Pierce I used to see him as high as a top 10 pick, and now he's like in the middle. And now I've seen a lot of drafts. He doesn't exist in the first round. You said red flags?
Yeah, also Isaiah Bond on this list as well.
Well, he just stunk. He just wasn't very good. Grass isn't always greener.
Well, it was also the sexual assault charges that they bring up.
Well, okay, you want that too. Go ahead. Yeah. I thought we were keeping this on the field primarily. Didn't try,
a red
but
flag's
okay.
a red flag.
You know what? You're right, I'm wrong. Shoot the puck.
Now, I think
you're right.
I think a red flag, because I don't know what the injury situation is going to be Will Johnson. If he's Will Johnson pre-injury, he's going to be lights out. But that injury just kept lingering and lingering. It's like, okay, what's going on there? But other than that, no. And maybe Shador Sanders, because for some reason, his stock is falling right there with James Pierce.
Say it known as good ear.
Said the Giants are drafting
say
Shedeur
the
Sanders.
4 words, Mike. You were right.
Oh,
That's
see,
all I need.
No, you're not getting that.
Come on.
No.
Damn it.
No.
I honestly, Kenny, I'm just praying Shedeur goes like 18th. Here's going to be me at home.
Oh, but let him go third.
And then here's Rico at home. I know. I'm aware of the price here.
At that point, just take your phone and throw it in a bathtub full of water because I'm going to be blowing it up.
Fantastic.
So this is for everybody at home who has not been locked into mock drafts and all this. Best position group in the draft, worst position group in the draft.
Worst has got to be quarterback or wide receiver. Best is probably defensive line, interior D-line even. If Kenneth Grant's the 4th best D tackle, we're doing something right here. That's me. Go ahead.
I was going to say probably best is probably either edge rusher or tackle because it's loaded. Like if you miss one, don't worry. There's like 4 or 5 other ones that'll do you just as well. Worst, wide receiver. I don't think you'll see a wide receiver taken. You may see 2 running backs taken before you see your first wide receiver taken.
Next on the list here, who's a surprise team who you think will target a quarterback? They're saying either the Rams or the Seahawks are their primary 2.
Surprise team.
Who will target a QB that would be a surprise? See, I guess I'm not really surprised because most teams just don't have one. And even if you have one, you don't have one. But yeah, I mean, Kenny, if the Rams did it, I'd be surprised. I'd be okay with saying that.
You wouldn't see it as like an heir apparent type of thing?
That's where it's hard for me to, like, Stanford's a million years old. They got a short window. They got a cheap defense. If they drafted a QB, it wouldn't shock me. But I'll play Kenny's game. Okay, Rams.
And you said the Colts would be another team, Kenny?
The Seahawks.
No, I would say the Colts. The Colts would shock me because
You've got Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson competing for time. You need a quarterback.
Right. That's why it's like if there's one there.
I'll give you one. Paul Serra's Miami Dolphins.
And that was my next one.
I mean, that franchise is a shipwreck. The 2 best guys don't even want to be on the team no more.
And if I could, the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, I like that. I like when Jerry Jones just basically bleeps himself. That's very exciting.
Expect the unexpected. Yeah, absolutely.
On a Bond yacht, no less.
Dak may not be ready. I need a guy. Hey, look, this guy is here. There's Shedeur sitting there because the Giants passed on him. We're going to take him at 12.
What if J-Mo ended up there? Okay, let's keep it moving.
Oh.
And this last one is for you, Mike. Who is the one top prospect you expect to slide the furthest? They have James Pierce, obviously. They have Jalen Walker. They also have your boy, Shedeur Sanders.
I think it's Shedeur. I just none of these quarterbacks belong in the first round. It's just, does my team need a quarterback? Of course we do. I can't take a guy who's a 2nd-round pick, 3rd overall. I can't do it. I'll say Shedeur.
See, I think Shedeur, Kenny, I don't think he gets past pick 9 with the Saints. But I think Pierce may fall out of the first round where it's going to be a hot topic in Detroit if he's sitting there at 28 and it's like, well, you got to take him, right? No, you don't because you'll pass on him.
All right, and that is In Football Today.